Hi peeps, Junction 6 here. Today's Sunday, so there's no World of Tanks Blitz content. Instead we're going to be talking about the alphabet again. Now last week we covered the first three, A, B, C. I'm not going to go through all the letters because that would just be monotonous. But there are some letters I think we should be getting rid of and some which we should reduce. Like the letter E. The letter E is far too overused, no doubt about it. We just have to have a look at this. Look how much the letter E is used compared to the letters down the bottom there, Z and Q, hardly used at all. But E is used everywhere. Now we can reduce the use of E by getting rid of it from the front of these words. Anything with an X, starting with an X, has always got an E in front of it. Why do you need excessive to have an E in front of it? Why isn't it just excessive or excited? You know, we can just get rid of those E's. This would have the added advantage of actually bumping the X up. So X would have more words and E would have less. It would equal the dictionary out quite a bit. Now there are two letters which I think we can get rid of. The first one being the letter F. We do not need the letter F at all because we already use the letter P along with the H to make the F sound. There are loads of words that already use this, and here's just a few of them. Things like phone already uses PH as the F sound. Photo, phase. You get where I'm going? We don't need the F. Now you'll say, oh, if we use PH or P for all the F sounds, P would have loads of words. Well, it wouldn't, because we'll get rid of some of them, like these hidden ones. Like, why have we got a P at the front of all these words with N in them? We don't need it. But it's not only N that it's silent in front of, it's also silent in front of the S as well. So we could get rid of those as well. We don't need them, do we? Well, why are we putting random letters in which we don't pronounce in front of other letters? It makes no sense at all. The other letter I would get rid of is Q. We don't need Q at all. Q is a lonely beast because he's always accompanied by U anyway. So you have Q and U always together. Never see them apart. Well, we can replace those, can't we? If we're going to have two, why don't we have K and W to say Q? So all these Q words, like quill, would be K-W-I-L-L, quill. Look at Q. Q is just ridiculous, isn't it? You know, they've got the perfect thing there. They've got the letter Q, they call it Q, and look how they're spelling Q. Q-U-E-U-E, what's all that about? That makes no sense at all. You know, that could be just K-E-W-Q or K-W-Q, couldn't it? It would make much more sense. Plus the fact that would reduce the amount of letters we've got down to an imperial number. It would be 24. 26 is a ridiculous number to have for an alphabet. 24 makes sense. It's an imperial number, which means that it's easily divisible by different numbers. So for a keyboard, you could have 3 rows of 8, which would be the 24 letters, and they would all be equally spaced. So you wouldn't have this jumble of higgledy-piggledy letters which don't quite line up and makes the keyboard look a complete mess. Next week I want to talk about the order which the letters are in and how they came to be in that order in the first place, and the order which we should put them in to make it more sense. But I'll talk about that next Sunday. So until then, I'll say goodbye, and I hope you're enjoying this. It's something different to Blitz, but don't forget guys, please send your replays to me. The address is above.